every way.
30 years of joyfulness. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday News. The Midday News is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM here in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM. We are also on myjoyonline.com, on X Spaces, on Facebook and on YouTube. You'll also find us in all 16 regions of Ghana via our various affiliates. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Coming up, public health crisis looms as the illegal mining menace tightens its grip on Ghana's water supply, leaving many facing shortages after Ghana Water Company shut down treatment plants due to high turbidity.
There are a detection of heavy metals in fish. And that is a risk to all of us because we all eat fish. Then, of course, you have drinking water insecurity, which is even a bigger threat.
We bring you details as former EPA boss and public health advocate slams government over its approach to tackling illegal mining.
A whole delegation need to go to Australia to learn how to do small-scale mining and come back and things. I thought that we are joking as a country. We are tempering our very existence.
And government tightens security in conflict-hit Binyiri amid ongoing concerns about the safety of returning residents. Also coming up, minority petitions diplomatic community to stay government's hand in the arrest of former government and opposition party officials less than 48 hours after President Mahama indicated dockets are ready for court action.
Additionally, charges have been drafted and are ready for filing in the case of Republic versus Wuntumi and Akuta Mining. The Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, is finalizing its report.
Meanwhile, the minority leader is alleging human rights abuses against the police in the handling of MPP Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Bafo as the Ghana Police Service arraigns him in court today.
Nobody is interrogating him. So it is clear that his rights are being abused using the court as a channel.
And NDC Vice Chairman Chief Sofo Azoko to be put before court following his arrest for allegedly assaulting MPP third Vice Chairman during the Akwitia by-elections. We'll hear from the Alhaji who confirms he's being contacted by the prosecutor handling the case. And in sports,
the Ghana Premier League returns as Hearts of Oak take on Hoho United in the season opener.
And all is set for the third clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025, which opened today at the Good Park near the Accra Mall. We hear from organizers who say exhibitors will be offering heavily reduced prices on a wide range of housing needs, from building materials to furnishing and decor, to make home ownership even more affordable.
That this year we will deliberate in selecting credible people who will sell quality products at affordable prices.
Also in this bulletin, we'll tell you about the unique royal hairstyle in Chinchim worn by the maidens of the Asante Hima.
This hairstyle distinguishes them from the other maidens.
I'll bring you details of these headlines and more in this bulletin. I am Hannah Odame. Thanks for choosing Joy News. We are independent, we are fearless, and we are credible. This afternoon, environmental terrorism, illegal mining is threatening Ghana's water supply, pushing the nation towards a looming public health crisis. The illegal mining menace, which continues unchecked across major river basins, has forced the Ghana Water Company to shut down treatment plants, including the Konyako treatment plant in the central region, after dangerously high turbidity levels made water treatment impossible. The current situation is forcing many to resort to several unhealthy ways of sourcing water.
nti ye numa ye bewu yensu ye ni nsuo bia nti ya de sredi nyina ne galamsey no ya ha ba bia de ya hwehwe ma ye hu se omuntu o ba bia ba omuntu o eastern region ba bia nsuo no afi ba no.
What we are facing is death poison, and if we drink it, we may die. We no longer have any source of drinking water. This is a plea. Illegal mining is destroying our water bodies in the eastern region. We know that permits have been given to mine in rivers. We are calling on our chiefs to send their ASAFO groups into these mining areas to find those responsible. We also appeal to the government not to sit idle. We are dying because we no longer have drinking water.
Nti ya panechon se baabia ba ya ha na de yesre ho se baabi wo ha omu wonsuo nya de ye nsuo bia ye nom yensuo ani ayesu a empenifo no beda ayesu ho a se ne ye benye bia nom.
So with the situation now out of control and many reporting severe water shortages, the former Environmental Protection Authority boss and public health researcher Dr. John Kingsley Kruger warns the current crisis could plunge the country into a serious health emergency.
Medical experts have made it very clear how that is now manifesting even in the deformities of babies that are born. Then you have contaminated water, even in places where we do not have heavy galamsey activities, like the Odame region. You are aware of the typhoid disease that is basically a disease of the death and neglect. Now think about, you take a look at River Ankobra and you look at River Pra, and studies have shown clearly that there are elevated heavy metal sediments in these water bodies that can end up in fishes that we eat. And I think there is evidence to that is showing that there are a detection of heavy metals in fish.
Now he further slammed governments on its fight against the menace, urging authorities to walk the talk.
The new EPA law, if you take your time to read it, you'll be amazed what we put in there and what we managed to do, despite the fact that we had opposition from other agencies and from other ministries who thought that we were making the EPA too powerful. And that is the tool that is in the hands of the current government. What is needed is political will to put that into its implementation, and then we'll get the results. When I hear funny stories like a whole delegation need to go to Australia to learn how to do small-scale mining and come back and things, I thought that we are joking as a country. We are joking.
You heard there the former boss of the EPA, Dr. John Kingsley Kruger. Let's go to the phone lines and engage the Public Relations Officer of the Lands and Natural Resources, Pakwesi Shandov. So, Pakwesi, tell us exactly what the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat is doing about this illegal mining that's forcing some of the Ghana Water Company Limited's treatment plants to shut down. We have lost Pakwesi. Let's try and get back to him, but let's move on and we'll try and get back to Pakwesi Shandov. We earlier heard that there is a situation in the central region, and because of environmental terrorism and illegal mining, the country's water supply is being affected. And Ghana Water Company has earlier told us this week that if this continues, they will have to shut down some of their treatment plants, which they have done already in the central region. As you try and reconnect to Pakwesi, let's move to the Savannah region, where government has tightened security in the conflict-hit Bingiri area following concerns about the safety of returning residents. We'll take you there shortly for an update. But before that, the Ghana Education Service is worried about the threat of lives of teachers and learners, which has led to the closure of schools. Daniel Fenyi speaks for the service.
You know what we normally do when human lives are involved in order to protect human life, and that is the lives of our students, the lives of our staff. What we normally do is to close down schools so that, schools and education environments are usually environments that attract the eyes of people involved in conflict, because it is normally seen as an area that people gather. A lot of students gather, a lot of teachers gather. And so once conflict breaks out and we realize that it poses a threat to the lives of our students and our staff, we first close it down so that it doesn't become that attractive spot for people to endanger the lives of our students and our teachers. So that at the moment, that's what has happened. Schools have closed down. Learners have joined their parents, their families. Some of them have been camped, all in a bid to ensure that their lives are adequately protected. Whilst we still monitor the situation on the ground, we still follow the conflict, we continue to engage the stakeholders and everyone involved to help us take some helpful decisions going forward.
So let's take your live to the community and speak to Rebecca Natongma with our sister station Odame FM. Rebecca, tell us exactly what the situation is today.
Okay, currently at Biniri, the situation is very calm in Solar District. But the problem now is children who are up to going to school have abandoned classrooms because most of them are now refugees. And in the community here, being classroom or check compound, they have all been shut down because most of the workers have fled from the community. So the current situation at the ground is students have abandoned schools, check compounds have also been shut down, and most importantly, the community residents, most of them have fled. And for them to come back, they still have the fear that they may be attacked. So they are not making any move of coming back to the community. But yesterday we were told that some people from the Tentere area who thought they were now free and safe went back to their community. But later, they realized that, no, they may be attacked. So they have to rush back to the Solar District Police Headquarters, where they have their refugees camp to join the people.
Okay. Well, we have the regional minister who will tell us how those who have fled will be safe should they come back. But Rebecca, how many residents are present in the areas that you have visited so far?
Well,
please,
according to the...
Rebecca, you can go on. Kindly tell us. We will speak to the regional minister shortly, but tell us how many residents you have seen at the areas you have visited, Rebecca.
Okay, I've seen about 30 residents, and most of them are women. That's earlier on flew, and they are now back. But looking at some of them, they look very traumatized because they realize that being even in that community, they are so not safe.
All right. Thank you very much. This is Rebecca Natongma, who is with our sister station, Odame FM. And thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, Salisu Ayirube, who is a Savannah regional minister. So kindly tell us the plan to ensure that the people feel safe for schools to be reopened when they come back, sir.
We have discussed that with RECSEC and DISEC, and the police command and the military, they are helping us to be able to locate some of our men in tents at the various places that we reasonably suspect that there would possibly be some level of attack, or to give our people some assurance that their return, they will be very safe. In fact, across the entirety of the two districts in the Savannah region, Bole and Solatuna Kabar to be precise, the place is relatively very calm. If indeed anybody entertains some fear it may possibly be in the mind of that person, or because of the situation through which they left their communities, there should be some additional guarantees to which we have deployed men to go and locate in the community instead of patrolling, so that they will be rest assured that they have policemen to give the necessary protection. And the king of Gonjaland and the chiefs and all the youth leadership and the Brefo leadership are all interacting, and they've given the necessary assurance that there will not be attacks. They should calm down, and everybody should get himself back to his place of residence and continue the work that they were doing. The principal issue on the land and then its related matters are being handled. Thankfully, the leadership of the Brefo Youth Association and that of the Council of Elders have all agreed that if, in case of land, they have no control or ownership of any land apart from that which has been granted by the traditional authorities led by the king and his paramount chiefs and sub-chiefs. This is the most assuring part. And anybody who is somewhere should not have any fear at all that there are adequate men on the ground to give them the protection. And the various parties too have
here. And thank you so much for your time. We will follow up definitely on this developing story in the Savannah region. We heard the regional minister, Salisu Be Arurube. Thank you so much for your time on the Midday News. Let's move on. And the minority in parliament has petitioned the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps in Ghana, His Excellency Maher Kher, over a number of arrests and searches conducted in the homes of some former government officials. The petition filed by the Member of Parliament for Old Tafo, Vincent Eko Asafua, listed the searches of the homes of Ken Oforiatta, former BOG boss, and the arrest of Chairman Wuntumi, among others, which he described as a rumble-style action that have implications for Ghana's democracy. My colleague James Saveji is in the studio with me with more details. So what are the key issues that have been raised in the petition?
Well, Hannah, the petition recounted some of these major security operations and arrests in the country since January 7, 2025. The petitioner, Vincent Eko Asafua, says the government has resorted to rumble-style raids and intimidation tactics, particularly targeting opposition figures, ex-government officials, journalists, and outspoken youth activists. He talks about how these arrests often take place at dawn, accompanied by humiliation, destruction of property, and in some cases harsh bail conditions designed to unduly keep the suspect in custody. Then he went on to list some high-profile personalities, including the former BOG boss Dr. Enes Addison, the former finance minister Ken Oforiatta, Reverend Tim Fojo, Chairman Wuntumi, and Abronye DC, as well as the youth activists that he said are in the center of some of these raids and arrests.
Then let us in also on the specific demands or appeals that are in the petition.
He is demanding four things. One, that the Diplomatic Corps recognize the arrests as threat to democracy. To put pressure on government to halt unlawful raids and persecution. 3, call for rule of law and due process. And finally, to provide international support for Ghanaians resisting what he describes as authoritarian tendencies in the country.
Well, to know some of the status of these cases, we heard the president during his Meet the Press earlier this week, where some of these cases are. Listen.
And are ready for filing in the case of Republic versus Wuntumi and Akunta Mining. The Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, is finalizing its report with respect to Exim Bank transactions. Dockets are in preparation for the buffer stock case and the drip equipment case. Investigations are ongoing into the African Cup of Nations case, the Mart Set case, and approximately 20 other cases currently. Let me be clear, every single case of corruption that needs to be investigated is being looked into. And once evidence is found to ground the prosecution, that will happen and happen swiftly.
Our checks.
Now, the minority leader is questioning where the MPP Central Regional Chairman Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye, is being held as the police arraign him in court today. Abronye was arrested on September 8th for offensive conduct said to be conducive to the breach of public peace. Now, while in court today, the minority leader, Alexander Afenyomarkin, told the media he does not understand why the police is still investigating Abronye whilst he remains in the custody of the National Intelligence Bureau.
Our checks at the NIB confirms that the NIB is not interrogating Abronye, neither are they investigating him. According to the NIB, they are only recipients of the man Abronye. In other words, the police sent him there that they should keep him. That is why they received him, but they are not the ones who are investigating. So the question is, why would Ghana Police Service claim to be investigating a person and rather decide to send him to NIB cells? Is it to punish him or what?
Now, he also alleged that the Ghana Police Service is abusing Abronye's rights by keeping him in custody, even though he's not being interrogated.
The police is investigating and secures a remand. The remand is into police custody because you, the police, claim that you need him for investigation, further investigation. And nobody is being interrogated. Nobody is interrogating him. So it is clear that his rights are being abused using the court as a channel.
And we heard that the minority leader Alexander Afenyomarkin claiming that the police is abusing the rights of the Bono regional chairman of the MPP, Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye. And we know there's an update from the court. Fred Smith joins me in the
Yes, indeed. The case has been in court, and the court has ordered that the Abronye be remanded for another 1 week. And the MPP national organizer Henry Nabuache has also been speaking to the media at the court, and he says that the party would stage continuous protests until what they describe as true justice is served.
Thank you very much, Fred Smith. Now, please, in the Eastern South Regional Command say they will put NDC Vice Chairman Chief Sofo Azoka before court next Tuesday for his alleged assault of MPP third Vice Chairman Alhaji Masaudu Osman during the Akwitia by-elections. In a statement, the police said it has already taken a caution statement from Chief Azoka and released him on bail. And we are still listening to the Midday News, and we will come back shortly and tell you about the Joy News Habitat Fair, where all is set for the third clinic, which is opening today. We hear from organizers who say that exhibitors will be offering heavily reduced prices on a wide range of housing needs.
That this year we've been deliberate in selecting credible people who will sell quality products at affordable prices.
When budgets are tight and money difficult to come by, you want to be sure you get the best value for your money. These are not times to be spending money fixing expensive engine problems because of cheap fuel and lubricants. Drive to a petrol source station today and buy your quality fuel and lubricants, and rest assured of fuel that lasts long and lubricants that prevent expensive engine problems. Hear the sound. Petrosol, clean fuel in full quantity.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Junior, your school bus will soon get here. Hurry up.
Mommy,
My hand is aching me and I'm feeling cold. Honey, Junior's temperature is too high and he feels feverish.
Oh, baby. So you didn't give him the Encamol paracetamol syrup that I gave you the last time?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Okay, you know what? It's not too late. Just give him Encamol and he'll be fine in no time. Encamol paracetamol syrup, a strawberry-flavored paracetamol syrup, and it's specially made for children aged 3 months to 12 years. It helps manage pain like headaches, teething pain, and fever. And guess what? Because of the strawberry flavor, the kids enjoy taking it.
I can tell from the way he's licking his lips. And look at how he's dumping around. Hurry up and go to school, Junior.
Yes, now you can get Encamol paracetamol syrup in all pharmacy shops. For bulk purchase, go to NK Pharma head office, Abelinkwe, or call 050-658-8315. This advert is FDA approved.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah, the luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. Money we define every day and night. Mama, dada keep on hustling for the family. The luckiest. Last dance, everyone to hash. You can win some cash. You can be the luckiest with 1 city. Luckiest with 5,000. The luckiest, the teacher got the market woman. You can be the luckiest. Oh, the luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, you can be the luckiest. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. Yeah. For everyone, yeah. Stars everyone to hush. Luck is everywhere. Luck is everywhere. Oh, tell me, are you feeling lucky? Because I'm feeling lucky. Because I'm feeling like the ultimate. That's how we go win. If I win, you win. You could be the luckiest.
Roverman Productions, for our 17th anniversary, brings you an original play by Uncle Ibo White. Voices in my head.
Rod, if you don't leave, I swear I will kill you.
Let me help you. Take this gun and shoot me because I'm not leaving until I am done.
You think I'm joking? Leave by the count of 3 or I will shoot you.
Even if you count to 100, I will still be here.
1, 2, 3.
Date, September 12th, 13th, and 14th. Venue, National Theatre. Time, Fridays at 7 p.m., Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rate, 300 Ghana cedis. Available via Callback short code *365*535# or on the Rover app or at all usual outlets. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010. WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Sponsors, Koba and Gino Jollof Mix. Partners, National Theatre, Joy FM, Roverman Productions, 17 years of consistency and excellence. Roverman Productions, be the difference.
Yeah, welcome back to the Midday News and Sports.
Yes, Hannah. So the Ghana Premier League season kicks off tonight at 7 p.m. at the Accra Sports Stadium, where Hearts of Oak face newly promoted side Hoho United. The Phobians, who are chasing their first league crown in 4 years, are determined to start on a high. And of course, President John Mahama will be at the venue to perform the ceremonial kickoff. And of course, for Stoneboy fans, Stoneboy will also be present to also perform. So yeah, so many reasons for you to be at Accra Sports Stadium tonight.
So many reasons also for you to be at the Good Park near the Accra Mall, where all is set for the third clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. The 3-day event running from today through Sunday brings together real estate developers, home improvement companies, and financial institutions to offer solutions for prospective homeowners. Let's go live there and speak to my colleague Adubia Sari. So Adubia, we are told that the exhibitors will offer heavily discounted and reduced prices. Give us some of the deals that will be available.
Yes, that is available here. For instance, Western Villa do a company, and they are offering 30 and
Adubia, try and reposition where you are standing so we can hear you clearly.
Hello, Anna. Are you?
Hello, Adubia.
Hello?
Yes, kindly speak up. We can hear.
Yes. Like I said, just deals available here. Western Villa, for instance, is a real estate company, and they are offering 30 and 40% discounts on the houses and lands they are selling. In fact, all the companies here are offering discounts, and solid package. Today, this year's edition is focusing on making one's journey to a comfortable modern home, even more accessible and affordable. So in this place are companies, everything concerning housing and making the home a beautiful place.
Well, we couldn't hear Adubia clearly, but I heard that she said Western Villa is definitely offering some discounts, so you may want to pass by the Good Park near the Accra Mall from today till Sunday. Now, what's trending? Luella?
Well, number one on my trends list is Galamsey, and Kweju Sheldon says today, dear, the fight against Galamsey is a process; it's not a national emergency. Another user here says, as part of the government's efforts in the fight against Galamsey, over 900 seized water pumps are set to be distributed to farmers across 9 regions in Ghana to boost food production and development in the agricultural sector.
Thank you very much, Noella. And that's it for the Midday News with me, Hannah Odame. You find all these stories on myjoyonline.com.